Hey there folks, welcome back for another brand new video. Today we are doing something that I am super excited for. I actually did something like this similar to when I returned from my trip in Japan back in October 2019. We picked up as many Kit Kat flavors as we could. I knew going into our trip that Japan is the land of Kit Kats. I love Kit Kats, and in America, we don't have that many flavors. I think recently we have kind of started seeing more flavors, but they're basic flavors, you know, like coffee, mocha, or white chocolate, or like lemon, you know, very basic flavors. And even then, the flavors that we do get just don't pop. They don't stand out. They don't have that excitement that you would hope for. Of course, the original Kit Kat is good. I love it. But when I went to Japan and I saw the Kit Kat flavors they had, and then when I actually ate them, my mind was blown. I mean, they were amazing. They were so unique, so tasty, and not that sweet, which was the best part because you can just keep eating and eating. Of course, you shouldn't do that, but you want to savor them and let them last, but they were just so absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, because of the weird embargo that there is between like Hershey and Nestle and Kit Kat, and they are not allowed to actually export Kit Kats from Japan, and they're not allowed to make those flavors in America. There are a few Japanese markets and Asian markets in the Los Angeles or just across the United States, but typically you will only find like the green tea matcha flavors, and I know a few like exotic snack shops have been popping up in Los Angeles. And even though they have some other flavors that you won't find in those Japanese specific markets, the price markup is absurd. I mean, when I was comparing prices, you're paying more for the Kit Kat bags there than you will if you pay, let's say, here, SugoiMart, and I hope I'm saying that right. These are from SugoiMart in Japan. I believe they run Japan Crate, or it might be the other way around, but I did come across them on TikTok, of all places, and I found out they have their online shop. You can order Kit Kats and ramen and chips and drinks and coffee and seasoning, sauces, just everything, so I'll put that link down below. Anyway, what I was saying, it costs you more to go to the specific snack shop in Los Angeles than to just order it from Japan. I think the bags here are like $12 to $15, and when I did the math, these came out to like $8 after shipping. So it wasn't that bad at all, and I'd rather support that market because it's directly to Japan and directly, you know, from that country. Today we have 9 total flavors. I'll put a link down below to my first video on my other channel when I tasted that as well. I enjoyed almost every flavor. There were a few flavors, like I think the tea flavor and the sake that I wasn't too much of a fan of, and the wasabi, that was a little bit weird. I ordered a few of the flavors that I absolutely loved from before, and plenty of new flavors. So tonight we're gonna try them all out. I have not tried any of these, except of course the ones I've tried before. Let's go ahead and take a look through. Let's see all the flavors we have first. So this is a flavor I tried before. This is chestnut. Absolutely loved. This is by far my absolute favorite flavor from Japan. Chestnut Kit Kat. It is unbelievably amazing. This is strawberry milk. Now, I only ordered this because I love the strawberry flavor so much. I really hope that the strawberry milk is as good. Chocolate orange chocolate orange. The purple sweet potato, which was also fantastic. I did try this one before. So this one and the chestnut were the only 2 flavors I have had. The pudding flavor, I'm assuming it's kind of like a flan something. I forgot. I think this is like a latte or some kind of coffee flavor. Cheesecake, banana caramel, and coffee affogato. I'm gonna start with the chestnut, even though I've had it before. Absolutely love this one. And it's like a beige, almost creamy color. Gotta get the snap. So good. I swear, it's such an amazing flavor. It's so light, yet slightly rich at the same time. I think chestnut to begin with is such an acquired taste. These are worth it. These are a must. Next up, let's try the strawberry milk. Now this one is actually smaller. I mean, all the Kit Kats are smaller than usual, but this one is even smaller. Alright, let's give it a shot. The regular strawberry and the raspberry, those were 2 of my favorite fruit flavors. Those had such a natural fruity flavor. The strawberry milk, however, I don't want to say it has like a medicine taste, I guess the best way to describe it, it has a very artificial taste, which is surprising to me because so many of their flavors are so natural. This one is just a little bit off. I'm not that big of a fan of it, so I definitely recommend the regular strawberry over the strawberry milk. Now let's try the, I'm assuming latte flavor. I think one of the most picky I am, or one of the flavors I'm the most picky with is coffee. And this one's pretty good. It has a really nice blend of coffee and kind of like a white chocolate flavor. Let's try the pudding next. I'm not sure the pudding on the packaging. It looks like a caramel flan. And I do believe there is some kind of flan-ish dessert in Japan. And of course, this is the only one that doesn't have like English writing on it. This one is a little bit more yellow. Yeah, it has very much of a caramel, more like a butterscotch scent. Very mild. Slight hint of butterscotch, caramel kind of. It's not bad. It kind of builds. It's a little bit sweeter than the others so far too. Cheesecake. I know cheesecake is made with cream cheese, but this one has more of a cream cheese flavor than cheesecake. I like it. I'm just trying to really grasp if there's any cheesecake flavor. It's more of a cream cheese. I think it would make more sense if it was called cream cheese. It's good though, I like it. Another mild, smooth flavor. Let's try the banana caramel. I don't like that one. One of my favorite flavors was one of the Tokyo banana flavors. I think I got 2 or 3 banana flavors when we were in Japan. There was one I remember that was so much better, that tasted amazing, and the other 1 or 2 were not that good. This is one that isn't that good. The banana isn't that strong. The caramel is so overpowering. It almost has that burnt caramel, kind of like one of those bad caramel candies. I'm not even gonna finish this. Yeah, I don't like that one. Oh, I'm kind of disappointed in how bad that one is. Let's go for the orange chocolate next. So I love orange chocolate flavor. I know here at like Trader Joe's and like World Market or Walmart, they have those balls that you smash on the table or the countertop and it breaks up all the wedges and you see like the orange designs. This has very close to that flavor. The orange comes off immediately, but it's not strong. It's very smooth. Is it as good as those orange chocolate balls? Yes and no. I think the wafers actually kind of throw off the flavor in this, so it almost muddles the flavor. And you kind of lose the chocolate, and you get more of like that orange, almost orange juice flavor, that really sour, pungent flavor. It's not bad though, I like it. This is the coffee affogato. And this is one that I noticed when I was looking on the website was very different from the other ones. A little like square, chunk, cube. This one has a lot stronger coffee flavor than the other one, the latte. But it's not bad. It's pretty good. Last but not least, the purple sweet potato. This is one of the few that came in this special box. I'm sorry, Okinawa's purple sweet potato, just to be sure. Because this is one of those prefecture flavors. And I thought it was only going to be around for a limited time. I don't know if they held on to a few extra, but I'm glad I was able to get one more. This one has a very light purple color to it. I was kind of hoping to have a new crowning favorite among these flavors, but I started with one of my favorites. I'm ending with one of my favorites. The chestnut and the sweet potato are still my top 2 flavors. So good. If you haven't had purple sweet potato anything, it's kind of hard to describe because it tastes like sweet potato. But if you haven't had it, I don't think you can comprehend it tastes like potato or yam or however you want to classify it as. But it's so rich, but not overpowering like a chocolate mousse rich. It just has that freshness, that like I'm eating a vegetable rich flavor kind of thing. It's so good. It's hard to describe. I think this one is one of the hardest flavors to describe because it's such a unique thing and not many countries in the world use it. Of course, primarily Asian countries, but I think to the US or Americans, it's such, I feel like sweet potatoes are more of a foreign concept. Even though we do have like sweet potato casserole at like Thanksgiving and everything, it's still so different when it turns into actual desserts and not just sweet potato topped with like marshmallows and cinnamon. With that, like I mentioned, sweet potato and chestnut are still my absolute 2 favorites. Honorable mentions, I have to say probably pudding and cheesecake, the latte, and I threw away the affogato one. Strawberry milk, has too much of an artificial flavor. The banana caramel was just, nah, I did not like this one at all. And then the orange chocolate, it was okay, but it's kind of weird to describe, but the wafers just kind of throw off the flavor, or maybe as you're eating it, the flavor doesn't come together well. That's about it, folks. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you all for watching. Like I mentioned, the SugoiMart link will be down below as well. Stay tuned for future videos. Be sure to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. We actually have a little encore tasting of two more Kit Kats I found locally. So one of which I found at my local 99 Ranch market, which is mostly a Chinese market from what I can tell, but they do typically have Japanese, Korean, just other ethnic Asian foods. And when I happened to stumble in the other day, I found this interesting logo package. It has a maple leaf with maple on it, but then we have a sea turtle and penguins and polar bears and a giraffe. I'm not sure what that whole combination means, and there is someone on the back. I'm not sure. I mean, it's in Japanese, so I'm not sure what that means, but yeah, I figured I had to pick this up. I don't recall seeing maple on the SugoiMart flavors. Maybe I did, maybe I didn't think it would be something I would be interested in, but I figured why not, since I was in the market anyway. On the packaging itself, we have a flamingo, pair of flamingos actually. It's kind of a beige cream color. Sorry about the light, hopefully you can see that. Ooh, very rich maple flavor. I mean, it's not as sweet as maple syrup, but it has all the flavoring and almost like a paradox. Like, it's very rich, but not as sweet. Not bad. Now today, we were in Cost Plus World Market, Mainichino Nuts and Cranberry. These are an interesting combination of flavors. This is actually a single Kit Kat bars, or like, you know, mini bars. It kind of looks like those custom bars you make when you go to like the Kit Kat store. They have like the cranberries and nuts and everything showing on top. I'm not a huge fan of it. It's not that sweet. It's very nutty, but there's a ton of cranberries. I think the cranberry to Kit Kat ratio is a little bit too much. I typically only really eat cranberries during Thanksgiving, you know, with cranberry sauce with stuffing and turkey and all that. But outside of that, I'm not a huge fan of cranberries. I don't mind them, but I just don't eat them. Here, it's good, but I just think it's a little bit too much. So yeah, just wanted to give my quick thoughts on those two recently acquired flavors, and hope you have some more insight on the Kit Kat flavors. Thank you again for watching, and stay tuned for future videos.